the things I noticed that we have in common, Tanya and I, we're both clearly, we're making content, and I think that's really something special. I don't know if a lot of people out there that are involved are really making content. I see people participating on different levels, but you clearly are someone who comes up with an idea and really takes it from start to finish, and I can really appreciate that, and I have a lot of respect for those types of producers. Something else, do you have any personal projects happening right now? Something that maybe isn't necessarily public that you could, could we get a little, how do you call it? Get our little lip service, get our ear in on?
Sure, yeah, I'd love to talk with you about something I'm working on. So I have an idea for a show around getting winemakers in the kitchen, right? And so tons and tons, most wine people love food. Yeah. And lots of winemakers can cook, and I would love to literally get into their kitchens, and cook, yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to get into somebody's kitchen?
Now, are you meaning literally where their own kitchens? Is it going to be that personal, you think?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yes. Very cool, and so I'm working on that, and I'm working on it with a great videographer who does a lot of my shooting and editing. His name is Kurt Andre. He's phenomenal, and so we, the first one that we're going to do is with Carl Wente from Wente Vineyards. Wente Vineyards, it's a place I worked a few summers ago, and they're just a great family. They've been making wine, since the 1800s, I believe, and they're the oldest continuously run and operated family vineyard in the country. Wow. Yeah, they're amazing, and if you haven't checked out their wines, you should. They're in Livermore Valley, which is in the East Bay, and quite frankly, doesn't get as much press and kind of, pizzazz as some other places, but they make great wine. They also make Muriat as well and stuff. So I'm gonna go over to Carl's house. He has a beautiful house on the vineyard, and he's a great cook, and we're gonna cook together in a few weeks, and we're gonna put together a show. I'm hoping it'll be about 15 to 20 minutes, and I don't know what he's gonna make yet. He's surprising me, but yeah, I think it's going to make good content. And, Carl's the 5th generation winemaker there. He's running winemaking at Wente. He's got a beautiful kitchen, and hoping he feeds me well and gives me lots of good wine to drink.
How did that come about? Was it something where you just pitched him an idea, or is he just going to go over for dinner and all of a sudden whip out a camera crew?
No. Well, I do that all the time, actually.
So do I.
I did it the other night. I was kind of on a date, and I whipped out a camera,
So if you were on a date, now let's get a little, this is something we didn't necessarily, I didn't plan on, but are you a single woman?
I'm single, yeah. I mean, single and dating.
Yeah, right on. Now, are you, when you go out, because right now I'm sort of more talking to the audience while asking these questions, but I'm wondering, when Tanya goes out, is Tanya the one sort of calling the shots? Where we're going to go, and what we're going to eat, and where we're going to do this? How's that go? What's a typical date with Tanya?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Well, I actually prefer men who call more of the shots than I do, because generally I have a really big personality, so I like a big personality man to go with that, know? That said, though, it kills me to eat bad food and kind of drink bad wine, and so if somebody maybe doesn't have all the ins and isn't in the know about restaurants, I may make some strong suggestions.
I love it. Some strong suggestions. Since I've been in California, it's been a little over 2 months now. I have met so many interesting women, mostly from projects and whatnot. I'm amazed at how many people really are single here. It's just...
Oh my gosh, yes. So are you single?
I'm not single. I'm just alone all the time, if that makes, if that's... I have a great partner, but we're just not fortunate enough to live, in the same country.
Got it. But you spend your time doing such wonderful things, so...
I have to, or I go nuts. But, you have to still live your life, but, you've got someone's got your heart and in the back of your mind at all times. But really, both of us were alone kind of all the time, which is a drag. So we're doing our best to change that situation, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, hopefully Skype helps.
honey, let me tell you something, and she would agree 100%. That is why we can do this, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I've done long distance relationships. They can be difficult.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you know, I just find it interesting that you are someone who's single. So anybody out there that's single, who's got big, strong personality, big ideas, knows where to eat, loves to cook, and drink great wine, who knows? You might be able to touch base with Tanya Melillo at .com.
TanyaMelillo.com. Good, Camry. I like that you're playing matchmaker. I love it.
Well, you know, you never know who might get in touch with you. So let me get you.
So can I tell you something? I actually did go on a date a few months ago because someone had seen my Murphy Good video.
Yeah, right on.
It's true, yeah. I got an email from a friend of mine that said, hey, I know this is really weird, but I have a friend of a friend who saw the video and would love to meet you. Are you open to that? And I'm totally, I'm open. I'm always open to meeting people, and I love having, a glass of wine with somebody and getting to know them, so not a big deal. Anyway, so yeah, we went, had a glass of wine at Terroir. It was nice.
Where did you go?
We went to Terroir, which is in San Francisco on Folsom and 7th. It's a wonderful, wonderful wine bar that specializes in all biodynamic wines.
How do you spell terroir?
Terroir.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and the three guys who own Terroir used to be sommeliers, I think, at Chez Spencer, which is a wonderful restaurant in San Francisco. Great date restaurant in case anyone wants to take me there.
I wish I was in San Francisco, honey. I'm telling you, we would have a great time, I guarantee it. Because A, I'm clueless, but I do have a big personality. So, I could balance it out. You could at least tell me where we're going to go, and I would make sure that you have a good time.
Did you ever take my recommendation and go to Limon?
I actually didn't stay in town, but it was an awesome recommendation because, she told me where I could get a great cheap eats. I think it was sandwiches, actually. And you always need that when you're traveling around, unless you just happen to be, super rich, which I'm not. So
neither am I.
I love to know where I can really have some quality eats and drinks when I'm around. So I appreciate that.
Sure.
Again, a big tip from Tanya Melillo.com.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a video actually from Terroir on my website. The owner, we chatted a lot. He's pretty wild and crazy. It's kind of a funny video.
So the owner is actually stars in it as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Be sure and check that out, folks. All right. We'll take one little break again. This clip is powered by Bizarre. Add video to your website in 3 simple steps with Bizarre. Bizarre features custom player and video settings, e-commerce tools, and an advanced API. Get the best scalable online video platform available anywhere. Bizarre, powering video. Bizarre.com.